Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup, along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Michael Porter.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Jared McCain. Then there's George. And it's Maxey in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, we've got Cam Thomas. Bol out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's the Prophet in at the 2. You take a look at the Nets. Well, not the start to the NBA Cup tournament they were looking for. Odds are against them, but we've seen crazy things happen in this league.
Exactly. Not likely to be hoisting the cup this season. That 1-2 group record simply isn't going to get it done. But don't forget, this is still a regular season game as well. It matters in the standings.
And then when you talk about the Philadelphia 76ers, on the road tonight, a 1-2 group record. This could be it for them in the Cup.
Yeah, B.A. I don't see them getting to the knockout stages. But hey, tonight still counts towards the regular season standings.
Now here's George. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Embiid. Oh, it's blocked by Bol. Here's the Prophet, covered by McCain. The Prophet, the pass to Claxton. McCain on the double team. Here's Bol. Three-pointer, no good. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back over to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. 5 on the clock. Here's Thomas. Banked it in off the glass.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Now here's McCain. Outside Maxey. From 13. And it's the Prophet with a rebound. And that one is hammered home.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. George outside. The 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And it's the Sixers with the ball. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Fires, hitting the triple. George has got 6.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
Thomas passes to the Prophet. Bol, a screen on McCain. Back to Thomas. Some solid defense from Maxey.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Outside Oubre. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. No good on the 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Thomas. To the right side. To the inside. Oh, and he lays it up and in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
Yeah, last time out, they barely captured a win against this team. And it came down to some key turnovers.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And as we near the end of the group stage, let's see where we stand in the NBA Cup tournament.
Well, this is an interesting format. Since each team plays so few games towards the NBA Cup, they get weeded out in a hurry.
So it's Philadelphia now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Cole grabs the board.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
The Nets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. The Prophet, the pass to Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to the Prophet. Fires for 3. And Michael Porter gets the 3.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
76ers trail by 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball. And he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Porter. Coming off a 12-point game. Thomas against George. For 3, Maxey. And it's the Prophet with a rebound. The Prophet's got 4 rebounds in the game. Back to Porter. Shoots over Maxey. Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 5 now.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Back to Maxey. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Thomas. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. To the wing on the left. Here's the Prophet. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
Well, pretty pass by Cam Thomas there. That's a facet of his game he's got to continue to work on.
76ers trail by 3. Outside Oubre. Back to Maxey. Fires the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
4 on the clock. The Prophet, the pass to Thomas. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great feed. This pause in the action provides an opportunity to look at the best fast break teams in the league. In third, the 76ers.
Any chance this team gets to run, they take. A quick, athletic team on the break.
Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Grimes, he's checked in for Oubre. 76ers trail by 3. George passes to Maxey. Down low, and the shot is good off the backboard. Maxey's got his second bucket on the night.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Pass to the Prophet. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Here's Maxey, puts up a 3. Claxton with a rebound.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Screen by Claxton. Porter against McCain. Porter in the post. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For Brooklyn, Wilson's checked in for Claxton. Williams comes in for Michael Porter. Dimon comes in for Thomas. Here's Edgecombe. And in that win against the Magic, he's another guy who really played well. From 10 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's the Prophet. In the game against New York, very impressive. Here's Dimon. And he misses his first shot of the game.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
The Prophet, that's good.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
76ers trail by 7. Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, BA, and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
Here's Williams, following the score by Philadelphia. Pass to the Prophet. Here's the 3. And it's Dimon missing.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Grimes. Drummond with the screen. Grimes' shot is off. Nets leading by 5. Williams from long range. Sends it home from three-point land.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And for Philadelphia, they're shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. Drummond inside. Grimes' shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's the Prophet, covered by Grimes. Back to Williams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. 76ers trail by 8. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Robbed. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Pass to the Prophet. Here's Wilson. The 3 ball. No luck on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets out in front, leading by 8. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Taken. And so the timeout by Jordy Fernandez here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, remember, this is game 4 of group play in the Cup, Grant. The winner in each of the 6 groups will advance into the 8-team knockout round.
And they'll be joined by a wild card team in each conference, the second-place team with the best record. And if those records are tied, they'll go to point differential.
Right side, Maxey. Pass to McCain. And he drives in. And that one is stuffed right through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And it's dim and missing. 76ers trail by 11. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to the Prophet. For 3. It's rebounded by George.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside McCain. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Embiid. Yep, that one goes. Embiid's got 10.
Well, shaky start. He's putting that in the rear view and finding his groove.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Now here's Maxey. He picked up 15 in their last win against Orlando.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 10. Excellent D there from Embiid. Outside McCain. Oubre passes to Embiid. Kicks it to George. Fires the 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Brian, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Grimes is checked in. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Dimon, covered by McCain. The Prophet, the pass to Wilson. 6 to shoot. Here's Dimon, jacks up a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Oubre. Pass to George. 4-3. On target from range. George has got 12.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the Prophet, covered by Grimes. Here's Dimon. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. Pass to the Prophet. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. 16 points for him.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Outside Oubre. 3-pointer. Brooklyn pulls it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Wilson, covered by Grimes. For 3, Dimon. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Now here's George. He's got 12. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Here's the Prophet. Embiid covers. Here's the Prophet. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
To the middle. Here's Grimes. Rejected by Claxton.
Love rim protection from Nick Claxton. That is a big-time block.
Wilson passes to the Prophet. This one for 3. Counted from distance. The Prophet's got 21 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
That'll do it for the first half. It's the Nets, leading by 14. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse and Coach. Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering,